Hey guys, it's MK. I've got bad news for you guys. This is not where I left off. It was a failed recording. Basically, what happened was I screwed up badly. I screwed up a lot. What I did was the first time I recorded this, I lost the game audio, so I restarted. I didn't save, so that was a good thing. And, well, the second time, I had an amazing recording. I almost got to chapter 1, but Windows Movie Maker, it just said it's a bad video. The video resolution changed throughout the middle of the game. We don't want it anymore. So what happened in the last two parts was Mario got revived by the stars. He woke up in Toad's house. We ended up coming into this village with all these Goombas around. And, well, I complain about how they're not really Goombas because they're not serving Lord Bowser. And, well, then I try to leave this place, the gate's broken, and we're not allowed to leave because the gate's broken. I go to talk to the old man to get the hammer back. Can't get the hammer back because the veranda's broken, so I fall off the veranda, and I end up finding the hammer in bushes, end up killing a creature called Junior Troopa to get the hammer back. No, not to get out of the area where the hammer was. We end up fighting our way back to the village. Then we break the block. Then we're given Goombario as a teammate, where that was now. Then where I was just standing, that was the end of the second part. This basically first 14 minutes is recapping, well, walking through what happened in the third part, which was supposed to be recorded, but Movie Maker said, "Get away!" Okay, so you might have noticed I'm able to hit the enemies twice. Well, I'll explain that when I get to it. So, yeah. Goombario has the basic attacks, the jump, or head bonk as they call it, and the tattle ability. The tattle ability is what fuels my biggest OCD in this game. I must see a health bar when I'm fighting an enemy. I can't control it. Whenever I see a new enemy, I automatically switch out Goombario and then use tattle. Unless I have the Peekaboo badge, which you'll see me look at later on in this video. Yes, this is post-commentary, because I lost the audio, and I figured, screw it, I recorded this 3 times already. So, yeah. So, basically, how this game is played is, it's basically a turn-based RPG, where the damage kind of thing is simplified to, you know, how it is now. There's no rolling HP meter like in Earthbound, which would be pretty nice, but there isn't. You've got FP, HP, and BP. HP is your hit points. And your, let me see, your FP or your flower points. Your flower points fuel your badge usage. Your badge usage, well, you get badges from random places. To use badges, you must have BP. You use BP to equip badges. You use FP to use the badge abilities. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, so here is where we fought King Goomba. King Goomba is a giant Goomba with 10 HP. We also fought his minions, Red Goomba and Blue Goomba, who both had 5 HP when we first fought the both of them. After we fought the both of them, they ran here to work with King Goomba. What I did was I attacked the tree, and it launched a nut from the tree, and it hit all 3 of them, dealing 3 damage to each of them. Having already fought the red and blue Goomba, it damaged them severely to the point of death. And then we just pummeled the King Goomba. Now, this castle was where they fled to after we beat them. And in the bush was a button that we had to press to launch them from the castle and make the bridge appear that I'm about to walk on. And in the tree that I'm about to hit with my hammer was a star piece. So, after you cross the bridge, you run into Kami Koopa. Well, you don't run into her, you see her, and then she flies away to tell Bowser about the incident. And then you're introduced, Bowser is introduced to the Koopa Bros. And down here, I was thinking about collecting whatever's in the item box, but I already collected it. Now that's the Lucky Star, and those are my items. The Lucky Star is what allowed me to do the action commands. Action commands are how you do extra damage and take less damage. So yeah, those are all my items. Pow Block does 2 damage to everything on stage. Sleepy Sheep has a chance of making everything fall asleep. And in that tree there was that red spring, but I hit it out. And that's a chest that had the hammer throw. That's a badge, the purple hammer badge that I have. So this is Toad Town. Inside Toad Town, that green pipe leads to Mario's house. And this is the item shop. And this is the dojo where because I didn't show this off in the first part, and because I kind of screwed up the recordings, wanted to make it up to you guys by going to the dojo so early in the game. And I end up doing the first fight, which is against this little buzzy beetle type thing called Shang. Fighting the green buzzy beetle is the easiest fight of all of them. Because, mainly, you just have to keep jumping on him and he keeps falling on his back, as you'll see. So this is a pretty simple fight. I jump on him with Mario, and do my action commands to do damage. And each time you do that, he'll say, "Oh, how did Zano?" And I do the obligatory tattle, which, yeah, I can't help myself stop telling you about that. And it tells us all his stats: his HP 15, his defense 2, and his attack 2. And he even has that little braided hair thing that they usually have on the Asian Kung Fu artists. So I use Goombario to flip him over to set up Mario to use the power jump. This is a single shot jump that'll do 4 damage in our current state. Then I use Goombario to knock him over again and then do a little bit of damage. The timing for the action commands isn't that difficult to get down. You just have to be used to it, if you know what I mean. I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, it's not that difficult. So as you can see, after I use the power jump twice, I can't use it again. That's because it uses 2 FP, and as you can see, I only have 5 FP. FP is the equivalent of a mana in this game, if that's what you want, if that's what you're asking. And we get no star points from this guy. That's because we get something a little better, yet irrelevant, all the same. We get the first degree card. That is meaningless in this game. All it lets you do is fight the next fighter, or at least the next rank in the dojo. So here I went and showed you Star Summit? No, I showed you this place. It eventually becomes something very useful. So, the Blue Text Merlinus, and that's a Toad House. No, not Merlinus. Why did I say Merlinus? I've been playing too much Fire Emblem recently. And I mean too much. I mean, how do I get the person who lives there confused with Merlinus? Yeah, that just proves I've been playing too much Fire Emblem. And apparently Nate got into Fire Emblem too, so that's a good thing. So this is Shooting Star Mountain. This isn't the summit yet, this is just the mountain. This is the summit which we're going to climb up to. Yes, and there's always going to be shooting stars falling, but no matter how hard you try, you will never get hit in the head by one of those. But you will get hit in the head by not a shooting star, but a different star. And here you're supposed to meet the mustached star that you see at the end of the game, at the end of my first video. But he's not here because I already went through this on accident. Well, not on accident, it was purposeful, but the recording failed for it. So after you did that, went to a cutscene with Peach, and she gave a little baby star a lucky charm that she wanted to give to Mario. And she sends it off. So the baby star ends up colliding with Mario on a bridge later on. Well, the bridge we came across to get to this place. So this area is a little important place. Well, it's not very important, but I love this place. This thing you can use to get items from a certain place. This person you can pay off to tell you where certain items are. But I say no because I have no need for it yet. And up here is, how we say, our rare badge person. For the price of however many star pieces you want to give up, he will give you a badge for the price he wants. So, right below this is the Peekaboo badge, and the Power Plus badge. Peekaboo badge basically lets you see the health bar for every enemy in the game, making my OCD absolutely satisfied. And the Power Plus basically increases the overall power of everything Mario does by 1. That is very helpful, being that jumps hit twice. That means if you were to put on the Power Plus now, your jumps would do 2 damage every time Mario hits. So that would be 4 damage. Crap, I'm sitting on my microphone. Not my microphone, my headphone. I don't know why I said my microphone. So I started leaving because I wanted to get back to showing you guys what I started going over. And yeah, this is where the star collides with you, and then you end up getting in a fight with a Magic Koopa that followed the star as your first practice fight with the Lucky Star, Lucky Charm, whatever you want to call it. The star goes back to Princess Peach, obviously. And that is the area where the castle used to be, of course. And where I'm going now, I'm showing you that there used to be 4 toads here. They were black in color, and they had colorful dots on their heads. So, yeah, you could tell that they weren't, toads. Now, in this building is Merlin, not Merlinus. You know, like Merlin in King Arthur. So you talk to him, and he takes you to the toads, where he strikes them with lightning, and they turn into the Koopa Bros, of course. So this is the beginning of Chapter 1. This is actually something I haven't recorded. This is something that is actually legitimately supposed to be for Part 3 or 4, whatever it's supposed to be. So, yeah. So this is our first introduction to the Koopa, and I end up using Tattle on it, because I have the OCD, of course. It's a Koopa Troopa, 4 HP, 1 defense, 2 attack, that kind of thing. So I jump on it, and then I have Goombario jump on it. I'm saying it beforehand because I know that I've done this kind of stuff. So yeah, 4 star points. That's great. So I pick up everything and we keep moving. And here is another Goomba with wings, a Paragoomba, if you must say it that way. And I get a first strike. First strikes basically are like back attacks in Earthbound or Mother 3. You guys understand that, right? Okay, good. And if you don't, leave a comment and I'll explain it to you as best I can. And we pick up the lootages from our enemies and hit the blocks. And there's another red, well, there's a red block. Red blocks will always have a badge in it. Well, when you have hit it already, of course. So, yeah. There are even some red blocks that you have to do certain things to make appear. But we'll get into that later. Well, actually, I'll get into that later on in the episode, because I do remember trying for one of them, but end up not remembering the combination correctly. So I end up not getting it. Okay, this badge, I believe... Yeah, this is the Dizzy attack. It basically lets you turn the spin movement into something that actually helps you, like a first strike. It basically makes all your opponents dizzy for a certain amount of time. This makes it so they cannot do anything until that dizziness wears off. And there's one part in the game where that really, really will piss you off. And that's the first time I get hit by a first strike. It's kind of embarrassing to get hit by a Koopa with a first strike, though. And to avoid damage, I hit the guy in the back. And, yeah. These first fights aren't really going to be anything too exciting. They're going to be pretty simple, straightforward fights. Not really much to worry about, unless you're really that bad at the game. And, well, you shouldn't really be that bad at the game. So that's an example of a blue switch. They're just like the switch we saw in King Goomba's castle. You hit it and something happens. Also, the switch disappears, and up on that block is Spiked Goomba. We'll enter opposite sleeve. And now the Goomba shall die to our hammer. But unfortunately, there's a second one. So I end up showing off the power block, because I've got 2. Yeah, I've got a cookie, so I'm eating my cookie. Another Earthbound reference in a Paper Mario game. No, it's not in the Paper Mario game, but it's in a Paper Mario LP that I'm referencing Earthbound. So shut up! I'm talking to myself, not you. And by you, I mean every person who's watching my video. Hey, you wanna know what I've noticed? Whenever you use the word you, people say it can be singular or plural, but when you use it plural, it sounds kind of weird. I mean, you can say it as in you guys, but when you say, hey you, and there's a group of people around, they all turn around and look. I mean, you know that you were just talking, they think you're just talking to one person and they're wondering, hey, which one's he talking to? Who's he pointing at? I mean, there's a group of us. Okay, you see this little head thing? You just walk around it and it gives you hearts. Yeah. Pretty nice thing, to be honest. Okay. Up here you will see 3 brick blocks. You have to hit them in a certain order to get the red switch. As you can see, the order I hit them in is wrong. Not the red switch, the red block. But if I remember correctly, all you get is a sound effects badge. And here we run into the first Koopa village. And apparently they're having trouble. And this is where I cut off the video, so I will see you guys next time, and hopefully it won't be post-narration. And they're in big trouble, so let's help them out. See you guys next time.